Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. I finished setting up most of the train depot for plastic. I have a return line. I haven't connected it yet, just because I'm still thinking about what the rest of this layout is going to look like. I also remembered that we're going to be making sulfuric acid here, so I put another station there. And I put this one on the inside so that we have enough room to put the tanks and the pumps, because there's not enough room in between these other stations to squeeze tanks and pumps in. So I put that one there. And then we have the passenger station, the fuel station, iron plate for the acid. We have coal for the plastic, and then the plastic itself. And I think that that is going to give us everything that we need. It occurred to me again, or not again, but it occurred to me also that this might be a good place to make batteries. Just now as I was speaking. But then we would have to bring in copper as well. And I have to export the acid anyway for the blue circuits. So I think we'll set up batteries in another place. Or we can add it here later on, but for now I think we'll just try to keep this one dedicated to plastics and the acid. So as far as the refineries are concerned, like I said, I need 20 refineries, as well as the chemical factories that we need to convert all that into petroleum. And I'm going to use a blueprint that I've used before. This is actually from a blueprint book called Refinery Collection, and I will add a link in the description somewhere in case you guys want to use it. But there is a 517 beaconed gas only, meaning that it just makes petroleum as opposed to solid fuel and other things like that. So what I would like to do is just set up an array of 4 of these and use that to make plastic. So I've got a couple choices here. We could put them here, one after another, and then leave room for the plastic to be made. But then that would increase the distance for the crude oil to travel from the storage tanks. We could put them over here. That could be another option. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pump the petroleum over here to be made into plastic. Actually kind of like that idea. Or we could put them down here very close to the oil, but then we would have a long distance to pipe the petroleum. So, and the other thing I'm thinking is that we have this little iron patch here. It's not very big, it's 281K, but this might be just enough to take care of the iron plate that we need for the acid. We could just put some mining drills feeding directly into electric furnaces. So I'd kind of like to leave that uncovered in case we decide to do that. So why don't we set up the refineries over here? And we'll start by clearing away all the trees and rocks. I kind of wish I still carried grenades with me because this is going to be a lot of wood going into my inventory. It's a rather dense outcropping of trees. Alright, let's dump some of this wood into the train here. Bots ran out of gas. Okay, almost done. Okay, and just a few more up there. All right, great. I'm missing some bots actually. I should have 150. We'll have to fix that when I get back. Okay. So let's put down the first one, and I'll put it here. I'll put it down right there. And we're going to modify this a little bit because it's not quite set up the way that I would like it to be. And I'll explain why in a minute. Let me grab some beacons and modules first. There's beacons and modules. Hopefully I have enough to at least get the first one of these done. Yep. Okay. Yeah, and the reason I don't like this a whole lot is because this blueprint book, where is it? Yeah, this blueprint book has lots of different blueprints of different configurations. And this one was made from a larger blueprint that had more stuff over here. So there's a lot of extra pipe here, and I want to get rid of that first before we start copying the recipes. But I think we're missing, yeah, we're missing some sections of pipe. So let me just get all the connections finished off, and then we'll try to get rid of the superfluous stuff. Okay, so here we're going to have a water line. Okay, so this is where water comes in, at least down here. And I need water up here as well, and that looks like that's up here. Okay, so this one and this one are for water. And this one is for crude oil. All right, so the white stands for water. I don't have a black one. Okay, yellow stands for crude. And then where does my petroleum come out? And then petroleum is coming out up here. All right, so we'll put a blue inserter there. Okay, so since we don't need to come out over here so much, let's get rid of some of these extra pipes. Okay, so we can start with the water by doing this. Okay, so that's one water going in. And that's the other water going in. And I think those look like they line up. Okay, and then the crude oil going in can also be simplified somewhat. All right, so we could do crude oil there. Now here's where it gets tricky. All right, so first these loose ends we can clean up. All right, so this is heavy oil, which goes all the way around here and then comes up there. Okay, so that one I think we can simplify by just doing that. Right, okay. So that means that this whole path going around the outside we can clean up. Okay. And then all of this is for the light oil, which comes around and goes up here. Yeah, so that one, why don't we do this? Oh, man. Well, we don't need that power pole, do we? There. And then we can clean up all of this. Okay. So that looks much better. We don't need that power pole. That one we do need for the beacon. Okay. Now the other thing is that it might be better to have the water over here on this side. And I don't have any landfill with me, but I can make some because I have a lot of stone. Here, let's do this. Jeez. Landfill just doesn't go very far, does it? Yeah, because that's the oil. I'd rather have water up there. Let me get some more stone so I can make more landfill. Yeah, that doesn't go very far at all. Okay, so I wonder. I don't think I really need. Yeah, I don't think I really need 2 water lines necessarily. Okay, that's petroleum going out. I just want to give myself a. Yeah, I want to give myself a nice flat surface there to put my pumps. Oh well. I'm out of stone. Do I have any landfill in my train? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, well. So we'll do 2 here, and then we'll do 2 there. And we could. No, that's okay. All right, we'll do the water over here. All right, let me put a different. There. Okay, so we're going to use yellow for water. And we'll use black for oil. Okay, so now I'm going to get a blueprint. And then we can make copies of this. All right, so that's 2. Let's see, how much space did I leave there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, whoops. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's clean up. Okay. So let's see if we can get at least one of these operational to begin with. And actually I think we should reverse the direction of the output of the petroleum. Because we want it to be going this way. Alright, and the bots took my pipes. Alright, let's go back and get some more pipe. I'll just make a bunch of straight pipe and let them get that out of their system first. Okay, no more straight pipe. And then I'll grab some power poles. So we'll get those taken care of, and then I think the rest is all beacons and underground pipe. So it looks like that's all we need at this point. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's go get some beacons and underground pipe. And then we'll come back and finish this off. Oh. First I need a return path, so we'll just do this temporarily. I say temporarily because I want to put the plastic production right there and have the train go around it. But for now, I just want a path so I can get out of here. Just looking around the map to see if we got any biters. But it looks like we cleared everything out. They really haven't been much of a problem, which is good. I don't like them to be completely absent, but I really don't mind not having to worry about it. How many do we have here? That's 120. Yeah, I think that's enough. Alright, so let's head back. And hopefully before we're out of time we can at least get one of those fired up and start making some petroleum. Oh, I should have grabbed some landfill while I was there. Oh well. We'll do that on the next trip back. We'll get some landfill so we can clean up the water pumps. Oh, jeez. I didn't even check to see if I got enough pipe. I don't think I did. Idiot. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go back again. And we'll get some landfill this time. Okay, landfill and pipes. So I'm going to request 200 pipes this time. 200 undergrounds. And this time I will wait for the bots. Instead of leaving in a hurry after I don't know what I accomplished there. I did get the rest of my bots, so that was good. Alright. So let's grab some landfill. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay, there's 50. Alright. Now we're talking. And I think the rest of the pipes are probably being made now. Alright, so I'm not going to wait for the rest of the 200. Alright, let's go. I think I should have enough now. Let's take a look at our resources here. Yeah, main copper is scheduled to be depleted in 4 hours. Everything else is looking good. Okay, guys, go to town. We get all the pipes taken care of first, and then I'll go and get the beacons. Okay, and I still have a few left over, which is good, because I'm going to need some for myself. Alright, and it was 32 beacons. I better grab more speed modules too. Okay. Good. All right. So if we're going to be producing the plastic over here, then perhaps we can have all of the petroleum coming over here. Maybe that's not the best spot. Let's just bring it down to the end here. There, and that way we can put 2 pumps on the output. And in fact, I think I'll run see. Okay, so there's one. We should run 2 lines, at least 2 lines down to the tank. Actually, what does Factorio calculator says for petroleum that we need 3 lines, but that also includes some of the petroleum for solid fuel. So you know what, let's just run, let's bring down 4 lines. So I'll make 2 more tanks. Well, I guess we'll do 4 more. And that way I can run, each one I'll run into its own input on these lines. And that'll be our storage. And that'll hold, what, 200,000? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can put our quantities here. And we can do that right here. Where'd my red wire go? There it is. Okay, and this is going to be reading petroleum gas. Okay. All right, so that one's hooked there. It's going to hook in there. That one will hook in there. We can remove these. And this one will hook in right here. And thank you for not running out of pipe. There. Okay. Now we just need to hook up the water and the oil. I should probably start making more undergrounds because it looks like I'm going to run out. All right, so and I'll use one pump for each of these as well. Okay. And now for the crude oil, which is way down here. Okay. And how many? Yeah, we needed 3 lines of crude oil. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's about 20 pipe segments. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, we can do like one of these one of these lines for each. Okay, so all we have to do now is give it some electricity. And let's keep our fingers crossed that everything is plumbed correctly. Okay, looks good. Let's see how our petroleum tank is doing. All right, looks like the Nixie tubes actually work, even if they don't have electricity. But we can give them electricity here. All right. Okay, looks good. So the next task will be to hook up the rest of these, which we can do. Actually, I'll do that offline. All that I need to do is hook up one of these offshore pumps to each one. And again, I'm going to use a separate water line for each one of these sections. And I'll use a separate oil line for each one of these sections as well with its own pump. And I think that that should feed all of this quite well. And then next time we'll start to build plastics over here using all of this petroleum. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.